We start with the Minneapolis riots, born from the death of George Floyd.
We are all just here to love one another,
which sparked local protest during the summer in La Crosse.
People are listening right now, and it's such a beautiful and sad time. It's sad that it took all of this to get here.
And prompted Ben Labazetta, a young man from Holman, to use his artistry and social media platforms to spread awareness about systemic racism.
I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
Because it's not just me creating, it's about giving back to others and helping others succeed as well.
Then Black youth in the community expressed the racial injustice they've encountered at La Crosse public schools.
So we want kids to realize that it's okay to be African American, because we have a lot of kids that they've lived here so long that they don't know what it is to be Black for sure, and they're not taking in their color fully, you know. They're not embracing it.
The students requested more support from their teachers and more inclusivity training.
That's the thing about change. Change is not perfect, you know. It's not consistent, exactly. And you know, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's messy, but that's what you need to get to a better place. And
on August 19th, for the first time, the city of La Crosse put on a virtual town hall centered around how police and the community can come together and how to improve life for La Crosse's minority population.
I feel that a lot of people suffer because they're done wrong by this system, and they're not heard. Their voice is silenced by this county.
Panelists included city officials and prominent community leaders.
The Black community specifically is not feeling like officers have their best interest in mind.
The challenge as a white person is to take that step back, and for me it's really listening and trying to understand, and not necessarily coming up immediately with a solution or to try to think like, okay, now I get it.
The school district of La Crosse conducted multiple meetings on whether or not to continue or discontinue the school resource officer program.
Just to be completely blunt with, police do make me uncomfortable. As weird as that sounds, I grew up in the inner city of Chicago. When I saw law enforcement, you feel a little bit uneasy. It's one of those instincts where sometimes that social pressure teaches people to have those negative connotations with law enforcement, even if they haven't had it. And to be in the position that I am in right now, to have those positive contacts with students, I get it. Police officers can be intimidating. It's completely understandable. But anything in life can be intimidating.
The Board of Education agreed to a plan to reduce the number of SROs in the district from 5 to 3 next year and from 3 to 2 in the 2022 school year. School officials say this decision will save the district about $140,000.
Add some butter and syrup. You'll like 'em. Aunt Jemima. Perfect pancakes in 10 shakes.
The national discussion to remove racially insensitive caricatures like Uncle Ben's rice and Aunt Jemima pancake mix.
Uncle Ben's is revealing the name change of its rice brand to Ben's Original. Its parent company dropped the logo after it was criticized as a racial stereotype.
And sports logos like the Washington Redskins also hit home.
Now to that big decision from Washington's NFL team finally agreeing to drop its controversial name and logo after decades of pressure.
I call it progress. And some things need to be canceled. It is culture, but it's not a positive side of culture.
August saw the removal of the 60-year-old Hiawatha statue overlooking the Mississippi at Riverside Park. The Ho-Chunk Nation called the statue a historically inaccurate figure.
If we don't learn, we're doomed to repeat it. We study history so that we know who we are, how we got to where we are, and now we know, okay, we won't do this anymore.
In La Crosse, Lindsay Ford, WXOW News 19.